everyone, Mac is back. Today I'm going to talk about killing, how to set up and scout and kill a level 5 rebel camp. This is more for newer players or kind of just past the mid game once you get your troops strong enough to be able to put a rally on for a level 5 camp. So let's get into it. The first thing that you're going to want to know is where to find these level 5 rebel camps, and it's very easy, very simple. Inside any one of the Grand Castle tree lines, you have a chance to find them. King's Landing always has them, and I believe there's about 5 of them inside the tree line for the King's Landing, and also outside of the King's Landing as well. There'll be a random number of, well, not a random number, but a specific number of level 5 camps as well. But you could also go to some of the other castles that you have. So I'll go down to Storm's End and look around here. Here's another level 5 that can be there as well. So that's basically how you're going to look for them. Now you have to decide, which rebel camp are you going to kill, or rally, I should say. So for instance, this one right here, the first thing you want to look at is the power that it's going to take, the rebel power it's going to take to be able to kill this camp. So this one's 95 million. If you're about 85 million or higher, then that's when you're going to get one of those. You're going to get the highest level of rewards that you can when it comes to the. So I'm going to scout it first, since it's very close here. But that's what you're going to want to do. So check your scout report. And as you do, you'll go in here and you'll see that it is a level 25 spoils chest, and it's going to take 12 hours to mature before you can get that the rewards out of that chest. And as you can see here, it's going to show the total attack, health, defense, and the wall increase. Not really worried about that too much. What you want to do is the troop content here, and you're actually going to see that it has all 4 troop types. These are the very hardest camps to kill, especially at a level 25. But they can be worth it. Now, I'm not going to do this one, but just as a for instance, if you do run into something like this, you don't know what the formation is. It's not going to be, I mean, it could be the infantry front, but it's not based upon the order that they are in the camp right now, the defensive army. So what you're going to have to do is rally that camp with 1 troop and have somebody join you with 1 troop and then attack it. And then it'll give you the report and it'll let you know which one you need to be going after. So let's try to go for another camp. So I scouted another camp, and this one is a level 24 with an 8-hour chest, and there are 4 different types of chests, different time chests. So there's a 4-hour, an 8-hour, and a 12-hour, and it'll be reduced based on your research, or based on your research of what you have, whether you're going to take that long to mature to be able to get the rewards from it. And as you can see in this army, it has 3 troop types. It has the infantry, the cav, and the bow rather. However, this one will be able to attack, and what you want to consider here is how to attack this camp. And the very first thing I'm going to tell you for this specific camp is that you're going to use pure cavalry. You can scout it if you want to, and you could find the formation, and you could throw a 2-troop, either the best counter in there if you wanted to. But it's a little more difficult for your alliance mates. They just want to send their troops. They're not gonna be trying to look for the best counter that you can get. So if you throw a pure cav and they have an infantry front line, you're golden. If they have a cavalry front line and infantry back line, you'll still be fine. This camp would actually hurt a little bit because it has the bows in there too, and they'll eventually get into the fight. So it can be a little more difficult. But that's what you're going to want to do for this camp. So what you're going to want to do is set your castle up and your troops up to do maximum amount of damage for this camp. And to do that, you're going to first click on your castle and change your castle skin to what the best one that you can use. And since these are all solos, just single troop type, then you want the one that's going to give you the most, like probably 10% attack. So this one here is probably the best, giving you cavalry attack, cavalry health. And you don't really care about the fervor attack. You're not going to go into fervor for this when you attack a rebel camp. And if you want to get this extra 7% attack, then hey, more power to you. There's always, if you're doing the honor token, that's not a bad one either. 10%, 5 and 5. So that's always something to consider when you're doing these. I'm just going to stay basic to the silent prayer, so I'm going to use that. Turns it on. Go check my marching skins. Which one gives me the cav attack? That's 15% right there. So I'm going to use that as well. And the next thing you want to do is go to your Lord and change it over to all cavalry. Now this is where the equipment archives and the badge presets come into play, and they're very, very handy for you to do that. So I have mine set up that way, so if I go down here you can see I have a pure cav attack, and I'll say apply, and that gives me all of the best equipment that you can have for cavalry. So you can set this up beforehand to be able to do that. And then you go to the badges, and I have all the single troop types here as well. So then I click on the cav. I haven't updated this one, so you can see obviously I've upgraded my badges. But so basically what you're going to want to do, and I'll just show you on one piece here, you want to make sure you get all these badges on here. So click on this badge, and we're going cavalry, so we want a cavalry attack. You want a cavalry defense, and if you have a cavalry health from the Iron Bank, then there you go, that's a good one to have as well. And then your last one, if you have any of the KVK badges, as you can see I have some of them here, for cavalry, then use those because they'll give attack and defense. If you don't have those, then you might have some of the royal badges. As you can see I have a few here, so like this one's total attack 4.5%, and I'll attach that on there. And you could also attach some of these other ones. You know, there's a total defense and total health. So I'll finish off doing this. And once you get all your badges and equipment set up, you're good to go, except for your changing your lord. That's one of the details you have to make sure that you do. Everybody, or many people know this, some people don't. But if I attack this rebel camp and Annie is my lord and not in that formation, then I don't get any of these bonuses in here. You lose all your badges, all your equipment. It's totally pointless for what I just did right here. So make sure you change your lord to whoever you're going to be doing. So if you're in a smaller account and you don't have a whole lot of commanders unlocked, then you know, throw in somebody like Rob was a good one. I think even Mango has. I think he has like a certain attack on him or something too. But find a solid commander that you're going to be using for, you know, if you have Kevin, you know, if you got him unlocked, which he's not free to play, but like I would say more like a Rob would be someone you'd want. But yeah, try to find someone that's going to be in most of your formations. Well, if you have a total attack commander like Arya or Tyrion or something like that, and Arya is probably the big one because she's free to play. So if you get Arya, she has a 15% total attack. She might be one that you want to throw in there as well. So just make sure that you get the right commander, that you have the specific one. Also, don't forget to put in the total attack buff as well to give you an extra 20%. When you get into the kind of more mid to later game, I guess, this isn't really, I mean, this will help you, but you know, you really don't have to do this to use these because you're going to use them for more PvP style playing. But you can do it. It'll save your alliance mates some deaths and some wounded, so it's always worth throwing it on there if you can. And now we're getting ready to attack. So we click on the camp, and this screen comes up, and rally attack button. You can choose one of these four here. Doesn't matter which one, because you can launch the attack at any point. It's not like a PvP where you have to wait at least 5 minutes for that rally to go down. So typically what I like to do is I like to do 10 minutes if I'm doing multiple camps, 10 minutes for the first one, just to make sure I get enough troops in my rally to kill off the camp and not to kill too many of our own troops. So I hit the 10-minute one, and then this comes up. And this is where you want to put all your commanders in. So as you can see over here, what I have a kind of a smorgasbord of different formations. And so I want the cav one here, so I click on the cav one. It's already preset, and those are the commanders or that I'm going to put in here. So you can see right here the crown that shows that the Annie is my lord and that she's in the formation. That's a big thing to do. And then when you come down here, you want to put a meat shield in front, just like you would for pretty much any one of these, anything where you're going to lose troops. So that's why I keep these tier 2 troops in here a little bit. I trained, I think, like, I don't even know, 30,000 or 40,000 of each type, and then I just go in for one of these camps and I'll put 2,000 as that front line, and then I'll throw all my tier 4s in there, and if I have anything left over, which you can see I'm a little low on troops myself, I need to train some more, then you throw in the rest of your tier 3. And then here's the formation here does not matter because you're only sending 1 troop. So you're going to press confirm on that, and then that's going to pop up. Then you want to find your rally, and then you need to change to only accept cavalry. And that way, when someone joins your rally, then they're going to be only sending the cavalry. So that's what makes it more difficult. As I said before, if you're trying to do two troop types and counter a different camp, but counter a camp, then if you put in here infantry cav, then you might get too many infantry, you might get too many cav, and it's really not worth it in that general. You'd have to pay attention to the rally and then be able to just modify it again so you can only have a certain amount of troops to get in there. But this is basically what you want to do. If you're joining the rally, make sure you put your dragon in there. Make sure your dragon has the attack, cav attack on there so it can stack up, because the more dragons you have, the higher the stack and the more kills you're going to get. So, and then whenever you're ready to go, you can attack now, so you can do that anytime you want. If you don't get enough, then you can just disband the rally. You can check out the army bonuses as well. That's where the total attack comes in, so you can always click that on. And that is pretty much it. So very simple, but like I said, you got to be a certain amount of power to be able to do it. And you can see the rally size too kind of matters as well, because obviously how big you want. If you only have like 1 million rally size, you could probably still take a level 5 camp if your stats were okay. But you want to. That's why sometimes the rally size is a decent stat to get, even if you're not a rally leader, then something you could do. But I hope this helped you, and until next time, Mac out.